friends, hello and welcome back. Everyone's having a lovely day. So we have all the new 99 overall team affinities out. Now the question becomes, maybe not so much which one do we choose in a particular round, but which ones might be the best ones in general, as we can obviously obtain all of them. Depending on how far you get, though, it might take a little longer to get something else. Maybe you just want to go for the best one possible early. So we are going to go over those today, starting in the AL East to get the Brian Roberts 125 by 107 double diamond, always a bonus there. Wade Boggs, same story, double diamond, better on the contact than Brian Roberts. So I mean, if you're going pure contact, you're going pure defense, Wade Boggs is the superior option there. Then there's DJ LeMahieu, same story, a little bit more power on the left side, a little tougher to come across. And then you have Brad Miller, hundreds across the board, really like that card there. And then there's Tom Henke, who I'm curious what the forkball can do. Because if the forkball can be a good pitch, I really like him as a pitcher. Throws over 102, how much movement that forkball gives you with the slider. It's tough when you don't have that change-up curveball in there. But I think the forkball can throw a little variation. The Ks per 9's 125, the hits per 9's 115. I think that card's going to be really sick. I think the Tom Henke's a really sick card. I think that's my, if you're looking pitcher, you obviously go that direction there. If not, I'm looking at... Do I want to look at Brad Miller? I think we're getting the reason we're thinking about this is we're getting close to that time of the year when when SDS releases 35.99 overalls in a day. I don't want to say the game's going downhill, but I say the game's kind of climaxing to a point of where everybody's got a good card. Everybody's got a good hitting card. So the double diamonds become super, super important. Right now, I think I'm going to wait it out, though, just because Brad Miller's got 125 power. I'm going to say Brad Miller's going to be the one you go with here. And then, if you need to, DJ LeMahieu, DJ is a really good card. I would take that DJ next just because of the power against the lefties and the dual-headed monster on that. I'm really close to taking him overall. A really good option there, DJ LeMahieu. Going to the NLE, I better go left or right or I'm going to lose track. Going to the NL Central. AL Central, try again, one more time. You got it. I don't know why it's bringing us clear to the bottom like that. NL Central, Chapter 3. AL Central. AL Central is what we want. That was right. Okay, here we go. Go to the AL Central. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Going to the AL Central. Lucas Giolito. Man, what's been happening with Lucas? When he came out, he was a house of fire. There was just some injuries. I don't know what's been going on with the man, but I hope he's figuring things out over there. Cliff Lee, a lot of pitchers, stud pitchers that just don't have a lot of gas though at the same time. Alan Trammell, double diamond, 109 by 119, 109 on the clutch. Very, very, very good fielder. Plays three positions. Love these guys that can play all across the field. Whit Merrifield, same story, can play 6,500 positions. Great defense. And then there's Herman Killebrew. Now, we don't want to go this direction with every single player. And this is where I almost say if you're going to choose, I think you got to balance it out a little bit. But right now, that Herman Killebrew is just disgusting. Such a good card for a card with silver defense. And I think we're taking it. I think we're taking him first. You got to. In this particular selection, I think, especially where the other guys aren't as strong power-wise, you want to try to get that power. I think you take Killebrew easily on that one. Going to the NL... Left or right, you can do it. Going to the AL West, you have Jeff Bagwell, pretty solid card there. Bronze fielding, not a big fan of that. I'm going to stay away from it, I think, for once. We're going to stick to our word. Jim Edmonds, good against the righties, a little weaker against the lefties. Blake Trinan doesn't quite throw 100, but he's got great velocity, great break. His home runs per 9's 99, his K per 9's, his hits per 9, well over 100 there. You got Edgar Martinez, 100 plus everything for the Bronze. Now, this is where I think we're going to draw the line. Maybe. Look at that card. That card is the best of the bet. That's gotta be the best hitting third baseman in the game right now. But he's bronze fielding. Edgar Martinez is a DH play. If you want Edgar Martinez, I think you put a DH. That card is disgusting. It's hard to turn it down. It's really hard to turn it down and not find a spot for him in the lineup. As far as the starting lineup play is concerned, I mean, in this one, it's got to be Jim Edmonds. And again, this is one of those situations, if you got the bench ability, Jim Edmonds is great for the righties. If you can swap out a lot of center fielders can be double diamonds. You swap him out for a guy that's a lot better against the lefties. If you're getting a left-hand starting pitcher, I like that idea there. Going to the NL East, we should say, swapping or sliding on over to Tom Glavine. Tom Glavine, 100 plus on a case per 9, 98 walks per 9. Again, a guy that doesn't have the greatest velocity, but he has a plethora of pitches. No four-seamer, though. That concerns me a little bit. Got to stay away from him. Sandy Alcantara does throw over 100 pitching clutch, 105 walks per 9, 87 Ks per 9, 103 hits per 9. Great velocity, great break. Does some of everything. He's got the big hook, got the circle change, has the four-seamer. I like this man right here. I'm a big fan of the Alcantara. For selection, I think we're going to go with the pitcher. We'll look at the other ones, though. Gary Carter, the double diamond. Mike Smith, stupid good power. I like two players in this one. You have to go after that Mike Smith, too, with that kind of power. Again, especially if you're a special, if you can put a guy like this on your bench, you specialty play it, where you put him in against the lefties, 103 by 125. Love that one. And then Andre Dawson, also a really good card as well, double diamond. But I think this is one of those times where you have a chance to take a pitcher, try out how Sandy Alcantara is. You know, things change year in and year out. It gives you a chance at a 99. And Mike Smith's on the back door right next to him as well. Going to the NL Central, we have Kerry Wood. Kerry Wood, does throw gas. I don't know what I was thinking. He doesn't throw gas. I guess, you know, the thing was back in it, was it Dusty Baker? The rumor was that he threw the arms off these guys. How things have changed, the history since then. It's crazy. I mean, maybe Dusty Baker is just ahead of his time with these hard throwers, and the guys just couldn't, you know, maintain it as well as some of these other guys. But look at that, 100 and, you know, 102 to 77 on that 12-6 hook. That is a break and a change you love to see. So I really like the Kerry Wood. Eric Davis, even with my Reds bias, I'm staying. See, this is a perfect example, though. We were just talking about it. If you can combo Eric Davis and Jim Edmonds, beautiful combination. One on the bench, and I would probably bench Eric Davis because he's your lefty specialist. If you see less lefties, obviously in this game, every other pitcher is Randy Johnson. But if you see less lefties, you put him on your bench. So there's a couple of things you have here is, you know, if they do put a lefty in, you can put him in. But also with that speed, with that fielding, you don't ever have to worry. You know, you can put him in the output at any point in time and potentially use him to steal a bag if you need to. So I really like the Eric Davis there. I like that combination a lot. That's probably, again, some of these, it's like a 1B and a 1B, 1C, 1A. No alphabetical order at all. But then there's Willie Stargell. 121 by 125, 102 by 103. Double diamond. You cannot. The Central is loaded this time. The NL Central is absolutely loaded. Absolutely loaded. Look at this. 108, 197, 105, 102. Double diamond Ryan Ludwig. Even better in the field. I want them all. If there's one division to work for in this one, it is the NL Central. Everybody but the Robin Yount really is just unthinkable. You have to have them. Again, we expressed the reasoning. Eric Davis, I would say Eric Davis is a later pick just because he's not a complete pick. He's not a complete player. We're just saying, you know, he's a specialty one. So if you can get him later, go after it. We're definitely going to get that Stargell. Definitely got to get that Ludwig's probably 3. Kerry Wood's probably. I kind of want to see how Kerry Wood would do. You know, it's nice to get the 99 pitchers on the team bolstered up a little bit. I would probably go. That's just tough. Look at that. Look at that repertoire. Look at it. Look at it. We're going Kerry. We're going Kerry first. We're going Stargell second. Got to have them both. You got to have 3 players in the Central, I think. You got to. That's the one to go after. Which is great because I got a lot of their players. Eduardo Escobar, very good card. Double diamond. Third baseman. There's our first. There's our, you know, our 1-1 right there. CJ Crone, solid gold first baseman. This is just what we was talking about, right? Like, you don't need to go after these guys that are gold and bronze, silver, just because there's so many players with good hitting anymore. Or I'm probably going to try to, you know, strictly look at the double diamonds, even if they have a good hitting stats, just because of how many players have it. Hunter Renfroe is one that's really good. Max power, 91 by 106, double diamond all over that fielding. 94 fielding, 99 arm, all over it. Modest speed, all over that Hunter Renfroe. And we're going to stay away from Brian Wilson. But Hunter Renfroe is the one in this one. Hunter Renfroe is a very nice card. Play multiple positions, he does. Can slide into the left field position if you need him to. Nonetheless, that is going to wrap things up for this video. As always, if y'all enjoyed it, I'd appreciate you liking and subscribing. You never have to. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.